We now welcome our third place finisher in today's Camping World RV Sales 301, Jeff Burton, driver of the number 31 Caterpillar Chevrolet. Jeff, tell us about your run out there today.
Well, we obviously, we're happy with our finish. We would like to have been, a couple of spots better, but we had a good car most of the day, and it was very aggressive, real hard racing. It was a lot of fun. The cautions didn't really fall the way we needed them to. The way it worked out for us, we had to put tires on that time when everybody else that got in front of us only did fuel, and that loss of track position hurt us some. But that's just the way it fell out. Had it gone, green for 40 or 50 laps, then we were in the catbird seat. So it just it worked out that way. Wasn't a bad call. It was just a set of circumstances, and I thought we had second or third best car. I thought 78 had the best car. He seemed to be the fastest car. I know I was getting away from Kyle, and he was getting away from me. So I thought we had the second or third best car, and Kurt definitely had the best car, and he had his trouble. And once he had his trouble, I thought, hey, the door's open. Now we got a shot, and it just didn't work out for us.
Okay, we'll take questions for Jeff. We'll start with Jim, right here beside you.
Jim Charlotte Observer, you had your best qualifying start of the season, was fast in practice, best finish of the year. We've joked about this in the past. Do you remember how to drive this weekend?
I did. I forgot every now and then, though. It's we feel good about what we're doing. I know it hasn't always shown up, but we made a little charge there and started moving up the points. Knocking off 10th, 11th, but they were a mile and a half, and that was a way step forward for us. And even Kentucky, last week we were really good at Kentucky. We ran top 5, top 6, top 7 a lot. We ended up getting a fender damage at the end of the race and finished 19th. Sonoma, we were running 8th and ended up getting wrecked. We have been running a lot better the last 2 months. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we're the class of the field, but we are definitely making progress, and we feel like we're starting to build on something. We understand what we're looking for now. So we have a baseline to work off of. First time in a couple of years, we have a baseline to work off of, and we're excited about it. I mean, we really feel like we're understanding why we're running well, and we feel like we can improve. And we don't think we're out of the chase. I know everybody else in the world does, but we don't. And we feel like we can still do it. There's a lot of stuff's going to happen between now and Richmond. I mean, it's so competitive, so tight. Today is a good example. I mean, everybody's racing each other that's racing for those spots. And if we can knock off some, get on one of those strings that I used to get on, we can make it. And we intend to. I know it's a long shot, but I think we can.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Mike.
Jeff, Michael Vega, Boston Globe. Given the way everyone else's cars, and especially their tires, were kind of falling off at the end, and the way your car seemed to handle and maneuver around traffic, what kind of chances did you give yourself on that last green-white checker?
I was pretty excited about that last green-white checker. I thought that gave us a shot. It's typically on those restarts, the outside guy would get a big jump, and the outside leader and the fourth place guy would be leading going into turn 1. That didn't work out that time. Brian spun his tires, and he just couldn't get going. And then Tony had to check up to keep from passing him at the line, and that was the end of it right there for us. And I was pushing Brian down the front straightaway, and I had to get off of him getting into 1 or I'd have wrecked him. So that was our shot, for us to both clear and then me go after him. Once that didn't happen, then our shot was over.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Kenny, then go upstairs to the press box.
Kenny Bruce with NASCAR.com. Jeff, you kind of touched on this a little bit, but what exactly did you guys do to make you run better here today? I know you guys said you were making steps toward that, but what was the difference today? And are you surprised that the run came here at this track?
Well, we didn't do one thing. I mean, I don't think everybody understands this. This is Luke's first year as a Cup Crew chief. This is one of my engineers' second year as a Cup Crew chief. The other engineer is his first year as a Cup Crew chief. It's our first time of all working Cup engineer. I'm sorry. It's our time of all working together. We have half of the people on this team are new. I mean, we are so new to each other, and we got off to the start of the year where we weren't running as well as we need to, and if there was a wreck on the racetrack, I was in it. I mean, I couldn't miss a wreck to save my life. And all that stuff drove us back into points. But most of it was because a lot of the point thing was we didn't have any luck. I mean, we got in wrecks happened in front of me, and I got in every one of them. I couldn't miss them. So, we're starting to learn each other. the systems that we have that Eric's been working really hard to get put in, all that's helping. I mean, we got a lot of things going on. It's not one thing, but I think the main thing is just having time together and understanding each other. It turned the week after Charlotte. We went. I don't even remember where we went and raced. We went and raced, and we didn't have a Kansas. We didn't have a good finish because I got in a wreck that was in front of me. But we ran well, and the stuff that we did going into that race was completely different than we had done going in any other race. And from then on, we've been good. And that was, and I'm not going into specifics about what we did, but it taught us what we could do to be better. And since then, we've been pretty good. Again, we haven't been the best car, but we've been a solid top 10 car.
Okay, we'll go upstairs to the press box for questions.
Fox Sports. Jeff, can you talk a little bit about what Kevin's absence will mean to RCR? And along with that, Kevin has said that Kurt has really pushed him this season. Has he had a similar effect on you?
Well, Kurt, and anytime a team runs well that is part of your organization, it pushes you to be better. That's the one thing that I've been disappointed in what the 31's been able to contribute over the last couple of years is we haven't been able to push our teammates. And when they're struggling, they haven't been able to lean on us to get help. And that's not a good thing. All the teams got to be working together. All the teams got to be giving something in order for it to work. The 78 group has done a lot to help us move the ball forward. We've done a lot to help them move the ball forward too, but they've been a contributing member of helping us, and we've helped them too. It's been a good relationship, because the better we all run, the better we will all be, because we will push each other and make us better. As far as Kevin leaving, I mean, you don't lose that caliber of a driver without having an impact on your organization. We're going to have to, I'm going to have to step up in some areas. Paul's going to have to step up in some areas, and then when the third team, all that's done, they're going to have to step up too. I understand, things happen in the sport. People make changes, and people need to do something different, and there should be no hard feelings. What we have to do is embrace the challenge and embrace the opportunity and go out and try to make it work, and try to be better through it. But you can't lose a caliber driver like Kevin and it not impact you. That's just that simple. But again, I think we can overcome it, and I think if we had set out to do, we can be better. Not because he's leaving, but because in his absence, we're going to do stuff to fill that void, and through that, you make and get better.
Any final questions? Okay, Mary Jo, and then we'll come up.
Mary Jo Buchanan, Speedway Media. Jeff, when I talked to you a couple weeks ago, you said, I love New Hampshire. Talk a little bit about why this track has such magic for you.
I like the people up here. I mean, I really do. I'm comfortable here. I from the day I've probably been racing here for 25 years. I mean, the first nationwide race, I was here for that right there. I was here, and that man will kick your ass too, by the way. But it's to me I'm comfortable here. I just like being here. It's a really challenging racetrack. I enjoy the track. It's fun. It's aggressive. It's hard. But I'm comfortable here. I like being here. I like racing here. We have Caterpillar has some dealers around that come and do hospitalities. It's fun to hang out with them, and it's just it's a fun environment for me.
Okay, we'll take our next question right here on the left.
Jeff, Matt Warnes, WWLB.com. I know last few races up here we've had long green flag runs. Today was just caution after caution. How was that helping your car, or was it going against you?
A lot of it depended on which line you were in, on the restart. Our car was pretty good on restarts, but if the guy in front of us wasn't good, then we were stuck in that line, then we would lose spots. And we were a little better on the outside. We could get moving a little better on the outside. So the way it impacted us more than anything was just the line you happen to be in. If I could have always started on the outside, I think I would have been a lot better, but it doesn't work like that. But that was the biggest impact. It's the cautions are interesting. We go through these phases where we have all these green flag stops, I didn't stop once on the green last week at Daytona. I mean, at Daytona. So, you just never know. We talk about our sport. We need to change this or change that, and then we'll go through 8 weeks of no green flag stops, and it's just how our sport is.
Okay, we'll take two final questions here for Jeff.
Jeff, given the momentum you've built up, is it, almost a bittersweet thing that you have to take a week off? You wish you could kind of continue this, this
I want
run?
to take a week off.
What do you plan to do with it then?
I'm just going to, we have a little house in South Carolina, out on some water, and we're going to just go hang out there and fish and just hang out for the next 10 days and kind of catch our breath and regroup and get ready for this late charge. That's what we're going to do. But, I think a break's good for everybody. I mean, 2 weekends off in this season, that's a lot of, everybody on our team needs a little break. Everybody in the garage needs a break.
Okay, final question.
Kind of on a lighthearted note, I know you weren't up for a daytime Emmy, but have you had a chance to celebrate with any of the guys at General Hospital for 50th anniversary?
No, I didn't get an invitation, but I'm sure I did my part to prevent them from getting an Emmy the year I was there. Y'all have a nice weekend.
Thanks, Jeff.